I was in US until 2014.
Okay.
There were a lot of farmer suicides during 2013-14.
Okay.
And a lot of them had migrated to Bangalore in search of menial jobs. So I thought it's my responsibility to do something. Being an engineer, I need to give a solution. So that's how it all started. They are the mothers for the earth because they give food for the
earth.
It has life. It doesn't have chemical. It doesn't have pesticide. So that's organic. So this farm has about close to 650-700 type of different species of plants.
In 1 acre?
1 acre.
Wow.
All are thriving. 1 lakh rupees per month per acre. You can really earn 1 lakh rupees.
Really?
In a month.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ತು ನೋಡಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಬೋದು ಇದು ಬೀಜನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಮಸ್ತನಿಗೈತೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ 80% ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ಚಶ್ಮಾ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬನು ಹಾಕಿರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಡಯಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ
ಓ ಖಾರ ಇದ್ರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ ಮುಟ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ This feels very nourishing.
We do only with A2 milk, which comes from a desi cow. This is called ghee. This is what our grandmothers called it as ghee. 700 liters of milk
Has gone into producing this.
this much.
My goodness. A teaspoon of ghee a day keeps the doctor away. Why is this jaggery dark in color?
Jaggery you see in the market, it comes with 6 types of chemicals. So it bleaches. So here we don't bleach. We use okra.
So basically you want to ensure that whatever comes into your store you have control and
Yes.
whatever goes out, therefore you will have control.
Yes, very particular.
It's not a business, you're basically leading a movement.
Yes, it's a movement.
Namaskara folks, this is Kripal Amanna, Gourmet on the Road and you're watching Food Lovers TV. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're staying safe and strong. This morning we've travelled 100 kilometers from Bengaluru to Mandya to present to you an inspiring story that began in the fields around this region. Madhu Chandan, an automation engineer, was well settled in the US. On a trip back home to Mandya, he came across the plight of marginal farmers in the region, the challenges they faced, the extreme life and death situations that many of them had to endure. Moved by all that he saw, he left America and returned home to Mandya to set up an organic movement that today works with 12,000 farmers and feeds millions of consumers. In this episode, we will meet him and also capture the fascinating journey that organic produce makes from the farm to your table. This is definitely an episode that you want to watch till the very end. Namaskara.
Namaskara.
The one thing that I can make out immediately from outside to here is that suddenly I feel like I've entered an air-conditioned space.
Because we have a lot of trees here. Usually the temperature from outside to here is 2 degrees lesser when compared to outside.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm with Mr. Madhu Chandan, an automations engineer turned farmer.
Yeah.
Is that the correct introduction to you?
Software engineer or automation. I started my career with software test automation. I was a test automation architect, then graduated into a founder. I founded a company in US. So then now I'm a happy organic farmer.
Fantastic. And this began over a decade ago. You were in the US avaga.
I was in US until 2014.
Okay.
There were a lot of farmer suicides during 2013-14.
Okay.
And a lot of them had migrated to Bangalore in search of menial jobs.
Okay.
So that kind of irked me. So I thought it's my responsibility to do something. Being an engineer, I need to give a solution. So that's how it all started.
And your hometown, you trace your roots to Mandya.
Yeah, this is my native, Sunganahalli.
Sunganahalli.
Yeah.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಹೌದು ನನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 100% ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ there is no chemicals inside and any other fertilizers also everything our cows we have cows
Okay.
So it's a complete sustainable farm.
What is organic?
Organic is not a buzzword.
Okay.
It's been practiced from centuries.
Okay.
Over the last 3-4 decades it got shifted to inorganic farming. Literal meaning of organic means life. Anything which grows with the help of another life which is also referred as organisms,
Okay.
is called organic.
So when you say a product is organic, that means the product has been grown, cultivated using only organisms.
Yes, microorganisms they call. So,
Okay.
yeah, and the product is as life. So that's why when you use organic vegetables, you can see insects in it. When you open a pack of staples, rice, you get insects in it because it has life. It doesn't have chemical. It doesn't have pesticide. So that's organic.
So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವಜಂತು ಇದೆ.
Jeevajantunu ಇದೆ. That has the product has life. If you don't use it in on time, it will die. So the product has life. So if you go to a regular supermarket, a bag of rice will be lying there from past 3-4 years. It will not get spoiled.
ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ.
I think it doesn't have life. So it will never die. Both my grandparents, they were healthy, they were wealthy. So then I understood that they were not using any chemicals or pesticides. They were doing something called regenerative farming.
Regenerative farming.
Sustainable farming, without using any of this. So in today's world, they call it as organic. It was nothing but my ancestors or India's ancestral farming practices, which it's a old wine in a new bottle.
Wonderful. I think a lot of the customs, traditions have traveled from India
Yes.
and they have been repackaged in some form where we think it's exciting now and then we embrace it. But this was a way of life for your grandfather,
Yep,
for your
yes.
grandparents.
The entire Indian farming community was thriving on this concept. This is a model farm which I practice. I stayed here. Then I built this farm. Before teaching anybody, I have to practice, right? So I stayed here. I built this farm brick by brick. Once I got the experience, then now I have started teaching. I have done a lot of experiments here.
Okay, so this is where your transition from the world of technology, software, automation to farming happened.
Yes, yes. This is where
This is where it began.
epicenter.
The epicenter, fantastic. I just can't get over the fact that it's so cool.
So this farm has about close to 650-700 type of different species of plants.
In 1 acre.
1 acre.
Wow.
All are thriving. Wherever I travel, I always bring a sapling from that region. For example, I went to Kashmir, so I bought this Rudraksh.
Oh, this is a Rudraksha.
Yeah, this is Rudraksh. So probably next year we'll get the Rudraksh. This is Nagalinga Pushpa. If you go to Lal Bagh, there's a tree which the flowers come out of the stem of the tree. Linga will be there, Shivling, then there will be a this thing on top of cobra wood kind of a this thing.
Like a flower, petal.
Petal. This is rubber. That's coffee.
So this is like a laboratory of sorts.
Whatever we want to teach, first we experiment it here, perfect it, see the results, measure, then we go and do the training for our farmers. They are the mothers for the earth because they give food for the earth.
For the organisms.
They produce organisms. So when the cow dung has so many helpful microorganisms, so it's kind of a food for the soil.
So the cows are the starting point for any organic movement.
For every Indian farmer back then, I used to have cows in their houses, not for milk. Milk was another byproduct, mainly for farming. Without cows, regenerative farming is not possible. Organic farming is not possible.
In the cities, when we think of a cow, we think of milk. The cows are actually there for the manure.
So ಈಗ one week back calf ಹಾಕಿದೆ.
Oh.
Regenerative ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಾತಲ್ಲ. I'll tell you how it is. See, these cows are eating food which was grown here.
Okay.
Or surrounding. Green grass comes from here, our field.
Okay.
And the cow dung, after it eats, it ferments. And with a lot of good microorganisms, the cow dung is there. So this again goes back to the soil. See, that's
So it's a circle of life.
Cycle is completed in this farm.
Well, ಇದೇನು ಇದು ಮಲ್ನಾಡ್ ಗಿಡ್ಡವಾ?
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಲ್ನಾಡ್ ಗಿಡ್ಡ. ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಳ್ಳಿಕಾರ. ಹಳ್ಳಿಕಾರ.
That's a taller one.
This is Nandisha, my first ox, ಮಲ್ನಾಡ್ ಗಿಡ್ಡ ox.
Okay.
Ferocious. This guy, that girl are all his kids. He has 2 wives. That is Lakshmi. That brown one.
Brown one. Last one.
So and this one new. Nandisha, when I started Organic Mandya, one farmer said, "You are doing a great this thing. Keep him."
Oh.
So when he came, all the success came to us as soon as he came. So he's been here with us from 9 years.
So he epitomizes your brand in a manner of speaking.
Yeah. Often we call him CCO, Chief Cow Officer.
So all of them have names?
Yeah, all of them have names.
So this is Nandisha.
Nandisha, Nandisha's first wife is Lakshmi.
Lakshmi.
She is Beauty.
Beauty. She looks beautiful indeed.
Yeah.
And what are the...
That Allikar is Gauri.
Gauri.
Krishna, first son.
First son.
Radha.
Ah.
This one we have to name him at. Looking for a good name.
Good name.
For him.
It's not manicured, it's not meant to be neat and all of that. This is the way a traditional farm would be.
Yeah, so what they do is they keep cleaning the farm. If you look at the farm, we have weeds in a controlled way. So weeds are necessary because it protects the soil from sun. You should not destroy the weeds. They act as mulch, live mulch. Why it's essential is soil has microorganisms which cook food for our plants.
Okay.
So microorganisms cannot bear extra heat. This live mulch, we call it as live covering, it protects the soil from excess heat so that microorganisms can thrive.
So that's where weeds play a role even.
Yeah, weeds play a very good role.
This is a sapota, Vaidu?
That is sapota, water apple. These are lemons. We have jackfruit, butterfruit. This is cashews, which is already fruiting. Mango, Mossambi, Assam lemons. See, here we get incremental income every month.
Okay.
Sometimes it's from sapota, sometimes it's from mango, sometimes from greens, what we grow, vegetables. So all through the year we get the revenue. So sometimes it comes from butterfruit, jackfruit. See, 1 acre, this is a possibility. Everyone likes farming. So they buy land. They buy 1 acre and they put 40 coconut trees. Gone. Nothing else.
So you should not monocrop.
You should not do monocropping.
Monocropping, for the purpose of our viewers, is one crop only.
One crop only, same type of crop.
And this is multi-crop.
This is multi-cropping.
So you have different varieties of...
And what happens is monocrop means single crop. When you put single crop, coconut, 40 coconuts, this thing in 1 acre, all 40 trees need same kind of food, same minerals, same nutrition. Organically it becomes a challenge. Then you have to go for NPK, chemical based. And since it's single crop is available in one plot, pests will start attacking. Here, so if they want to attack, sapota is here. Okay, we have 10, 15 sapota or 20 sapotas. So it's abundance is not there. So insects will not prefer this. They prefer bigger sapota plantations where there are thousands, hundreds of sapota this thing. They will not come here. You see a healthy sapota, we don't have any infestation.
So how much would an organic farmer earn from something like this?
Anywhere between 25 to 30,000 rupees per month.
A month?
A month. We keep harvesting. So one or the other things will go. So there are a lot of lemons. We'll be giving it today. So likewise, something or the other will keep coming. So organic farm, they say no, yield is not there. If you do it properly, the yield is very good. So you can see, if you count it.
I can't even count, they're countless.
200 plus lemon
Correct.
is there. Each we sell it at 5 rupees.
So that's 1,000 rupees sitting on this plant right here.
Sitting on it. So that's how this money trickles every week, twice or thrice.
And I can see there's a Mossambi plant behind
that's
that.
a Mossambi, first fruiting. See the size of the Mossambi.
They're quite large.
Yeah.
So is that mango there?
Lychee. Mango, we have here, we have a lot of mango in the back also.
Okay.
See, I told you, I gave you an example of a coconut tree. 40 coconuts, they take and put it in 1 acre. That's all, nothing. So in this farm, I have coconuts also. I have 25 coconut trees in the periphery. I have 25. So whatever they are doing, earning, the 3/4 of that I've already planted.
But then you have so much more.
So much more. So that's the logic we have to apply. That's the logic what our ancestors applied. So that's what is lacking.
So that's how our ancestors cropped, planted. It was enough for themselves, enough for the community.
Yes. See, the earlier concept of farming was grow for your house.
Okay.
Then second is grow for your neighbors. Whatever was grown in the village used to get circulated within the village. So nothing used to go outside. So they used to eat. Again, everything used to go to the soil. So it used to get recycled. Today, farming, what they do is that guy is growing sugarcane. The entire sugarcane. So let's say you will harvest in 1 acre, you will harvest 40 tons. The 40 tons of biomass you are moving from this place to another place. Then he has to replace 40 tons with some another biomass, right? So that's how this nutrition is going out of the soil to other places. He's not putting the nutrition back
there.
We also have put greens. So we have palak, coriander, methi, amaranthus.
It's hard to believe that you're doing so much
Yeah.
in 1 acre.
And this is not even 1 acre. It is 4 guntas less, 36 guntas. 1 acre is 40 guntas.
40 guntas.
It's
Huh.
4 guntas lesser.
For him also, this is like heaven to
Yeah,
roam
yeah.
around. Huh? Wonderful. There's banana as well.
Idu elakki.
Yelaki, okay. This is amazing. So when you come here, it just looks very rough, but when you walk in, then you realize ishtu ide illi.
There is a lot of value. So when you see it looks like a forest.
Correct.
But it's a yielding forest.
It's a yielding forest. Amazing.
It is house to many birds.
So you're like the Garden of Eden here in this part of Mandya.
yeah.
Huh? Wonderful. There's also papaya, idu.
That's papaya.
Oh,
Lemon from Assam variety.
this is massive.
Each of them gives me 8 rupees.
Wonderful. So this is the Assam lemon.
Assam lemon.
I don't know if the camera can catch it, but there's many lemons, and all that I'm seeing is 88 rupees. Sandri, just one plant like this itself can
Generate you 10,000 to 15,000 a year.
amazing. So when they say organic farming nalli nimge yield kammi baratte, yake ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ತರ?
So initially the yield will be less because
Okay.
when you are switching from regular farming, it's a kind of a shocker to the soil.
Okay.
There is no microorganisms because it's all killed by applying chemicals. So the yield will be lesser in the initial days. But as you progress, the yield will be much more higher than your regular farming. See the size of.
As big as my palm. I've not seen a lemon in this shape though.
This is best suited for restaurants.
Oh, they can slice it and
Slice
create
it,
those segments.
segments and this guy contains about 10 regular lemons. That is 5 rupees. And 10 means 50 rupees.
50 rupees.
This 8 rupees has 50 rupees worth of juice.
So there's 50 rupees worth of lemon bang for your buck you can get. Fantastic. I think we'll take this home.
ಪಲಾವ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ
Oh, bay leaf. Huh?
ಇದನ್ನೇ ಒಣಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪಲಾವ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೋದು ಬಿರಿಯಾನಿಗೆ ಪಲಾವ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ
I can smell a nice
ಬಿರಿಯಾನಿ
biryani.
ಮಟನ್ ಆರ್ ಚಿಕನ್
Mutton. Huh? Default aroma, default memory is mutton. Huh? Oh, beautiful.
ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಜಾಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಡ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್
Oh, nugekai.
ನುಗ್ಗೆಕಾಯಿ
If you want to be a farmer, you don't need 10 acres. If you have 10 acres, great, but you can begin with 1 acre even.
See, 1 acre we teach something called how to earn 1 lakh rupees per month per acre. You can really earn 1 lakh rupees
Really?
in a month if you do it in the right way. Some people they are earning more than 1.5 2 lakhs per month.
From farming.
From 1 acre in a month, no tax. It's all income tax free. Good life.
Amazing. Well, that was not the purpose of this video to teach you how to earn a lakh and a half tax-free from a 1 acre farm. But it's amazing to see. I mean, this is completely an eye-opener for me.
See, many auto drivers, cab drivers, delivery boys, in next 5 years they will not have any job because AI will take over everything. Even lot of graphic designers, content writers, so professionals will have the job. This is something which
That they
AI
can come back to.
AI cannot interfere in this. So people should learn this, should learn how to earn in effective way. A lot of cab drivers all have lands. 60-65% of these cab drivers and delivery boys have lands back in their.
So, Madhu, what you're saying is that, like, for example, so many of these cab drivers who went to Bengaluru and they're now driving all the cabs out there, they basically went from here because they may have had 5 acres, but they were doing sugarcane on those 5 acres, and therefore they hardly saw any money.
So they never saw any money. That's why they've all left the villages and they are doing menial jobs. We introduce them to this kind of farming. They don't have to drive a cab, or in 5 years they'll be jobless. They don't have any skill set. So this is the kind of this thing what they have to learn, and we teach it for free.
So how do they sign up for this?
Every 2 months we do a free course. It's there on our website, and we do a lot of posting on our Instagram site,
Yes.
YouTube and all.
So you'll find all those details in the description below. Well, the plan was to meet Madhu here quickly and take a look at his organic farm before we head to the fields and see where the farmers are working here in a much larger scale. But I think given an opportunity, you can easily spend a day here. That's the variety.
A lot of people come here, they study it. So whoever has 1 acre, if they come here, look at it and they kind of replicate it.
Wonderful. Amazing. So, well, we were at Madhu's organic farm and now we are in the fields.
Here, this is Kilara, a village
Okay.
in Mandya. It's one of the biggest village in our taluk. So we have a couple of farmers here
Okay.
who supply to us.
How many farmers do you have in all?
So in total, the network is about 12,000.
12,000 farmers. And these are farmers who've adopted an organic way of cultivation.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And the start for that was that organic farm that we saw
In Sungalli, in my farm.
in your farm.
Yeah.
And this now is Organic Mandya.
Yeah. Hopefully, it will be 100% organic farming in next couple of decades.
Fantastic. So now what percentage of Mandya farms organically?
4-5%?
4-5%. But when you began, obviously there was hardly anything.
No, 0%, 0.1%.
Fantastic. And so we are going to one of the farms here.
So now the adoption is pretty growing rapidly.
Okay.
Earlier it was very, very slow.
Okay.
Now we can't even have a count. So because they are doing it individually, they are selling, they have found their own market. So we are, as I said, we are a democratic company. We train farmers in turn not to give it back to them. They can, if they can find their own direct market, we encourage them to do so.
Organic Mandya, so part of it is cultivation of organic produce. Another part is also education.
Education
Okay.
and market. How we give the market to our farmers.
Okay.
That is Krishnappa.
Namaskara.
Tunjaya, he was a lecturer.
Okay.
Now he is converted into organic farmer after
Oh,
retirement.
wonderful.
Krishnappa has been farmer throughout his life.
Huh.
So he's fondly called as Badnekai Krishnappa.
ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ
Yeah.
ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತನ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪರ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿನೇ ಬೆಳಿತಿದ್ದು
ರಿಯಲಿ
ರಿಯಲಿ ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋದ್ರು ನಾನು ಒಂದು 5ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹುಡುಗ ಇದ್ದು ತವಿಂದು ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಆಗ ಕೆಜಿಗೆ 30 ಪೈಸಾ 20 ಪೈಸಾ ಅವತ್ತಿಂದು ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ ಗಿಡ.
ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ ಗಿಡ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದನೆಕಾಯಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ.
So if you come to this village Kilara and you ask for Badnekai Krishnappa, they will guide you to the right Mr. Krishnappa.
ಇದು ಸಬ್ಬಕ್ಕಿ,
ಸಬ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು.
ಸಬ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು,
the dill.
ಮೆಂತ್ಯ, ಪಾಲಕು, ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ ಐತೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ.
Oh, wonderful. So this is what you mean by
Integrated farming.
integrated.
ಏಲಕ್ಕಿ ಬಾಳೆ ಇದೆ, ತೆಂಗಿದೆ,
ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ?
ನುಗ್ಗೆ, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್.
Nitrogen, huh?
ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದ್ರ ಹಣ್ಣೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಉದುರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್.
Oh, so ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅದು ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು it feeds back into the soil.
One more important use of drumstick is not only it gives income to the farmers, it also fixes nitrogen to the soil, which is used by other plants. Now we got chemical fertilizer NPK ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. N is what? Nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
In the form of solid, we give it to the plants. It's very, very essential for plants. But that will do it free of cost.
Wonderful. And then you of course also get the nugekai and you get the leaves.
ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ.
ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು.
ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಮಸಾಲೆ ವಡೆಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್.
ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ.
ಸೊ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದು ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ತರ ರೀತಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಬಾಳೆ.
ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಬಾಳೆ ಇದ್ದದ್ನ ನೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇದು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮುಂಚೆ
2-1 ಎರಡು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಖಾಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ.
ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗ ಖಾಲಿ
ಇರ್ತದೆ. 8 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು.
8 ವರ್ಷ ನೀವು ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ನಾವು ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಬೆಳಿತಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಧು ಸಾರು ಮಂಡ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಕೊರೋನಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಈ ಸನ್ almost did 60,000-70,000 rupees per month.
From the home only?
From the home by doing agriculture.
ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ರು ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನೇಲೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಯ್ತದೆ.
ಮನೇಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಡೈರಿ ಐತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಡೈರಿ ಹತ್ರ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಯ್ತದೆ. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದದ್ದು ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ನೀವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಪ್ಪು
ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು. ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ is one among them.
There's like a carpet of the dill and some spinach as well. So does this give him as much revenue as the banana?
ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸೊಪ್ಪು. ಬನಾನಾ
ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
1 year 9 months ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 1 year ಕ್ರಾಪ್, 1 ಗೊನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
Correct.
ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ 5-6 times.
5-6 times.
ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಕೋದು.
Wonderful. So from the same field you get twice the yield.
Twice ಅಲ್ಲ, thrice, 4 times ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
So instead of letting the weeds take root, you basically grow
and earn money.
Fantastic.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್. ಇದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಬೀಜನ ತಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಲಿ ಹಾಕೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಿದೆ.
ಬೇಳೆಕಾಳು ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಅಂತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ.
ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಇದು very tasty.
ಇದು
ಇದು ಮೊಸಪ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್
ನಾರೆಬೇಳೆ, ಇದು ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಲು. ಇದು
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರಿ ಲೀಫ್, ಕರಿಬೇವು ಸೊಪ್ಪು ತರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ 80% ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ಚಶ್ಮಾ, ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಬ್ನು ಹಾಕಿರಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಟಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಕ್, ಒಂದು ದಂಟು, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೈನ್, ಇದು ಮೆಂತ್ಯ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೈನ್. ಸಬ್ಸಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಗೊತ್ತು, ವಡೆ ಗಿಡಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್?
ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನೇಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನೇಮ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಗೂಗಲ್ ಇಟ್.
ಗಣಕೆ
ಗಣಕೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು,
ಮೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್.
ಗಣಕೆ
ಗಣಿಕೆ.
ಇದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕಫ, ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ತಿನ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ
ಅವ್ರ ಡಯಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಟಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಇದು.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಬೀಜನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ
ಬೆರ್ಕೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಅಂತಾರೆ.
ಬೆರ್ಕೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು
ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೊಸೊಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಯಿಸಿ
ಒಗ್ಗರಣೆ
ರುಬ್ಬಿ ಒಳಕಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ರುಬ್ಬೇಕು. ಮಿಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ರುಬ್ಬಿದ್ರೆ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವೇ ರುಬ್ಬಿದ್ರೆ ಭಾರಿ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್.
ಬೇಯಿಸಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ರುಬ್ಬೇಕು,
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಗ್ಗರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ಒಗ್ಗರಣೆ
ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮುದ್ದೆ. ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫ್ಲೇವರೇ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ನಾಟಿ ಕೊರಿಯಾಂಡರ್. So this will be there in your store?
Yes, yes.
So basically, just to talk about the seeds that go into it. So the seeds that go into it are both traditional as well as hybrid seeds.
And it depends on availability.
Okay.
Traditional availability is very minimal.
Okay.
Very scarce. Sigdaga first priority is to go for traditional.
Okay.
If not, we get the hybrid and then later convert them into this thing if we get a chance.
The agricultural practices are organic.
Practice itself 100%.
So there is no fertilizer, there is no chemicals, there's no pesticides that go in.
Only cow manure.
Cow manure.
All organic inputs.
ನೀವು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬೇಗ ಮೆತ್ತೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಸಿಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Shelf life is more.
So what is nati? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 2 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತೀವಿ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ತರ
2 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ನೆಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತೀವಿ ಹಂಗೆ.
Well, what he says is that the nati coriander is a lot stronger. It will not wilt soon, unlike the hybrid. I said pretty much like us. And if you look at him and you look at us, atara, adu vyathyasa.
He is naughty.
55 ವರ್ಷ.
55 ವರ್ಷ. Fantastic. Look at him. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ರ್ಯಾಡಿಶ್?
ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು 35 ದಿವಸ, 45 ದಿವಸ.
45 days almost moved over.
ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇದು ರ್ಯಾಡಿಶ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 45 ಡೇಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಬೆಂಡೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಿ, ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್.
ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಔಟ್, then the next cycle is a different crop.
Different crop, same akala.
Oh, okay. So your whole logic about different nutrients that the plant needs.
So plants we not only eat, they excrete also. So each plant excretes different types of this thing. That can be an input for the next plant.
ಈಗ ಮೂಲಂಗಿದು ಗಿಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಮೂಲಂಗಿ ನೀವು ತೆಗಿತೀರಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಮೂಲಂಗಿ ಗಿಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
The biomass should remain, no?
ಪೊಟಾಸ್
potassium
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ, ಬೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ.
So you crush, mulch it into the earth only. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಹಿಂದೆದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ already mulch ಆಗಿದೆ. Oh, wonderful. So that biomass is not moving out.
Only the vegetables are moving.
Only the vegetables are moving out. Oh, so that constantly keeps enriching the soil.
Enrich ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And also we put cow manure also.
Cow manure as
So
well.
whatever we have take the vegetables out, so that will be replaced by cow manure.
Oh, wonderful. Now I'm beginning to understand
Agriculture.
what organic farming is all about.
ನಮಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ತಿನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯರ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಿಂತಿದ್ದೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ತಿಂತಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಆನಂದವಾಗಿವಿ. ಬೆಳೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಈಗ ಮಾರಕ್ಕೂ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಕ್ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟೇಸ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಮಸ್ತನಿಗೈತೆ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Correct. ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದೆ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. There is wealth but there is no health.
ದುಡ್ಡು ಮಾಡವ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಬೇಕು, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫುಡ್ ಬೇಕು. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫುಡ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
Well, we were in the fields until now, but this is where all the produce comes.
Everything comes here
Okay.
and it gets processed here. We do grading, cleaning and packaging.
So we're going to take a look at all of that, but it's lunchtime now. So we're going to grab a bit of lunch before we take a look at what happens at the processing unit of Organic Mandya.
For our employees, we give food every day. Madhyana lunch irutte. It's all organic. Whatever produce you get, we use them. We don't bring it from outside. Not only employees, even the farmers who come here to supply, even they also eat. It's like open to everyone.
Wonderful.
So today they have made a upsar. This is our desi ghee.
Oh, tuppa.
Upsar kara and mudde. The mudde is must. This is upsar.
Upsaru.
This is esru kala.
Hesru kalu. That's a green gram.
Green gram. Whatever we sell, the same thing we use. And this is
Buttermilk.
Whey.
Basically, it's the produce that you procure from farmers that you, before it goes to your store,
Yeah, we have it here.
this is the best way of testing it.
Not mistake.
Benne.
See how much you want.
Okay. This is made of what?
Chilies, red chili, pepper, garlic. This is the masala for the sambar.
Really, coriander kuda
Sambar
ಇದೆ.
hakkadmele.
Pepper, I can taste the pepper, I can taste the coriander in that. Oh, ಖಾರ ಇದ್ರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಮುಟ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ಕೂಡ. Oh, wonderful. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟು ಖಾರ ಯಾಕೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲರೇ ಇದು ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾರಿಗೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನರಿಶಿಂಗ್.
Yeah.
ಅಲ್ಲ?
So here in Mandya, most every week, thrice or 4 times they do this sambar. Some days with horse gram, uruli-kalu. Some days with greens. Some day with other pulses.
And whatever flavor comes from the vegetables or from the horse gram, that is what is there.
Horse gram and the vegetables.
And the vegetables. So it's a very healthy broth.
They add salt also.
Very good.
You should constantly wet your fingers and this.
Oh, okay, before you reach for the mudde. Well, I've eaten mudde many a times, but I guess it's always nice to hear it from the people of Mandya.
Yeah.
ಮಂಡ್ಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುದ್ದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲ? Just the anna, tuppa and the khara. The fat cuts away the spice. Very tasty. ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ? ಬರೀ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ, ಸಾರು ಬೇಡ. Thank you. Despite the fact that the vegetable has no masala, it's just the broth that's released from the horse gram and the vegetables with a little bit of salt. Supremely flavorful. Now when we eat preparations with a lot of masala, the vegetable taste ಬರಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು, ಮಸಾಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ you can feel the actual vegetable.
Very good.
See the one. This is desi cow curd. Mostly comes from villages surrounding Kabini and Nagarole.
So this curd is also available in your store?
Yeah, it's available in our store. It's called set curd.
A2 set curd. So what is A2 set curd?
See, desi cow's milk has a protein called A2 protein,
Okay,
which is anti-inflammatory.
okay.
A2 protein has something called proline,
Proline.
amino acid,
Okay.
which is anti-inflammatory.
Ah.
So that's why they say A2 cow, desi gai ka milk is divine.
This is delicious. I'm glad we stopped for lunch before entering the processing unit. Now we go in with a lot of energy, with a lot of gusto.
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು
ಕುಡಿಬೇಕು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಒಂದು ತಟ್ಟೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸಿ ರೈಟ್.
ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. That's probably the tastiest part. Well, I do enjoy mopping up the remnants of my tatte every once in a while, but I don't think I'll do it with the same proficiency that Madhu here does. So all the vegetables, grains, etc., all of that
everything
comes here.
Once we get the raw material, we put it in this bag.
Okay.
So we don't treat with chemicals. What others do is they fumigate. Fumigation is a process, it's a poisonous gases, the grains pass through it.
Okay.
They do it for 7 days, they close the entire warehouse and do it. We don't do that fumigation.
So there's no fumigation here.
We don't do it. So what we do is we keep the bags, raw material bags,
Okay.
inside this bag,
Okay.
which it does not contain oxygen. So any larva, egg, anything is there in the raw materials, it gets destroyed.
Okay.
We keep it in this bag for 7 days.
Because there's no oxygen, anything, if it's there,
It
perishes.
perishes.
So anything that comes into your warehouse goes into this bag
Yes,
first.
all grains,
All grains.
it goes into this bag.
So what is certified organic?
So the certified organic is something where the land is certified, the producers are certified.
So let's say if you have a land where you've been doing traditional agriculture with whatever inputs that is normally done. So if you want to convert that to
there's
organic, what is the
So
process?
there is a stage, there are certification bodies.
Okay.
So you have to go through them.
Okay.
So once they come, we do the audit and all. You are at the end of first year, it will be under conversion first year. So under conversion second year, under conversion third year. At the end of third year, you'll get the
Certificate.
certificate.
So ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ ಜಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ಅದು ಸರ್ಟಿಫೈಡ್ ಇದೆ.
ಅದು ಸರ್ಟಿಫೈ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Whichever is under our direct control, that's not certified because we monitor, we supervise. And certification is another burden for them, which we don't want to do it. If
Okay.
Krishnappa sends anything here, it's not certified by external agency, but it is certified by us. It's directly under our supervision. Now, whatever material you find it here or here, both are same.
Okay. So once the treatment is done, it comes here.
It comes here. Based on the demand, then it comes to this section and gets packed. We do machine cleaning also, and
Okay.
still manual cleaning is also done. Sona Masuri,
Unpolished Sona Masuri.
unpolished Sona Masuri.
That's why it's brown.
Yeah,
So it's already gone through the machine check.
Yes.
But you still want humans to.
check it. People compare us with regular produce. So there it is like it. Nobody even checks it. Nobody tests it. Here it goes through a lot of stages of testing.
So let's say this rice, as opposed to let's say the normal rice, what will the price differential be? Organic,
Probably 30% more.
30% more here. But it makes up in the health portion.
100%.
So
It
there
has,
is no pesticide, there is no
no chemicals,
chemicals.
no carcinogenic causing agents.
And so although you may pay a certain premium, but there's no premium you can put on good health.
Good health, yeah. And when it comes to nutrition, this is cheaper. The quality of nutrition and the density of nutrition, this is cheaper compared to the regular rice. Inspected by Aditya Organics, India Organics.
So this would have been inspected, certified, but you're still doing another cleaning here.
Yes, yes. Even though it's inspected by third party, we inspect it, we do a lab testing, and then we do a manual grading. So now farmers, they have their own sugarcane, they are doing organic, and they're also doing jaggery. So they will get a better price now, 4 to 5 times
4 to 5 times more.
more than what they sell sugarcane.
Why is this jaggery dark in color?
Jaggery you see in the market, it comes with 6 types of chemicals. So it bleaches. So here we don't bleach. We use okra as a coagulation agent
Okay.
to remove the muddy. Pure jaggery comes in this color itself.
So this is basically the color that happens when the juice gets oxidation.
Yes.
That's why this happens. In the other jaggery, which is lighter, they bleach it.
They bleach it
Oh, to get that light color.
to get that golden color.
But this is the natural color.
This is a natural color.
So when you spoke about your grandfather and the food that he ate and the long life that he lived to, so this is the jaggery that he used to see.
We had most of the farmers had their own jaggery units. They had their sugarcane fields, jaggery units. And they did this kind of jaggery.
So in a manner of speaking, you're bringing things back full circle.
Yes, same old jaggery in a new packet. Say old wine in a new bottle. The same thing. This coconut oil, cold pressed.
Cold pressed coconut oil.
Yeah, this comes from Mangalore. Mandya tender coconuts are the best. The best copra comes from Tiptur, Tumkur. The best coconut oil comes from the coastal regions.
So how do you ensure that the purity, the fact that it is organic?
So there are multiple ways. So one best way to identify whether it's a good oil or not is just apply it on your skin. See, that oiliness will go away.
It's not there.
This is pure coconut. So we have a lab here. I'll take you to the lab. Every batch we tested. So each and every grains oil has their own test. So we do the test. If it is okay, then we invert it. If it's not okay, we'll reject it. Virgin coconut oil is white in color. Coconut oil is made out of copra.
Copra.
Copra. This is made out of coconut.
Oh, so this is virgin coconut oil.
Virgin coconut. Mostly they use it for skincare, hair. So there are so many, especially face and all. It's made out of coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
This is made out of pressing the copra.
Pressing the dry coconut.
Dry coconut. This is our flooring section.
Okay.
So we don't send outside for flooring. Contamination might happen. The other would have been inorganic ragi. After that, we put our ragi.
Oh, so you wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. That's why we have our own flooring.
Oh, so that's ragi flour there, is
That's
it?
ragi flour. It's not a regular mill. They call it as pulverizer. Works in a different way.
Okay.
It doesn't generate a lot of heat. We do it fresh. Whatever is getting sold is probably done 2-3 days before.
Chakki fresh atta.
Chakki fresh atta is different. That we do it with stone.
So this is with a pulverizer.
With pulverizer. We sell this as just ragi flour. That one which is done with the chakki atta, real chakki atta, is called hand pounded ragi flour.
So will that be a little coarser?
Very coarse. It's very nice. The mudde will be totally different.
So basically you want to ensure that whatever comes into your store you have control and whatever goes out, therefore you will have control.
Yes, very particular.
It's not a business, you're basically leading a movement.
Yes, it's a movement. It's a very democratic, fairest way of doing a business. And we are successful in it.
Wonderful. And this ragi flour is only one manifestation of that movement.
This is oil filling area.
Okay.
Today they are doing groundnut oil.
So this is again
Cold pressed.
Cold pressed.
Yes.
I love the way it looks as well. Those are not particles but tiny gold bubbles
Bubbles.
that are suspended in that oil. It looks beautiful. Huh? Wonderful.
So we want more people's involvement. If we automate this facility, I think hardly there will be 3 to 4 people. My conscience doesn't agree. Maybe when we don't get the resources, that time we will think. Now there are ample resources around. Human touch is always required. When they grow, when you process, when you sell, that touch is required. This is our lab.
Oh, okay.
Whenever any product comes, raw materials or milk or this thing, it gets tested here.
Okay.
So if the test is passed, then only we invert it. Otherwise, it will be rejected. So today they are testing our paneer.
Acidity.
How sour it is. Paneer will be sour because many other brands will use citric acid, acetic acid in like that. But we used to add curd to coagulate the milk.
Okay.
So our ingredient will be only milk and curd, that's all.
We don't use citric acid, we don't use acetic acid. We use only curd.
Curd.
So even though the yield is less, it's still okay. We don't want to use anything else.
Now the paneer is made by you guys only.
Yes. We make one unique product which I'll show it to you called high protein paneer.
Okay.
So it has about 56 grams of protein in one block, which is the highest
56 grams.
in 200 grams.
Per 100 gram, normally you will be getting 15 to 18 gram. But in our product, it is a 28 gram. per
28
100
grams.
So it's a 200 gram pack, comes to 56.
We do test for antibiotics, fever, whatever, anything comes treatment. Cow is injected also, at least 15 days we should not take the milk. That trace we will be finding in this antibiotic test. The 4 lines comes, so it's showing us antibiotic is negative. Adulteration test also.
Okay.
These are all the adulteration tests we do on daily basis.
So once all this process is done, once packed, so then it goes to finished goods area. It's stored here. From here we pick it, depending on the store requirement. Picking happens and it gets store-wise sorted out. Then it goes into the vehicle and
Goes to the stores.
Goes to the stores.
So all these are going to the various stores.
So this is going to Fraser Town store.
Fraser Town,
This is going to Baswangudi store.
Baswangudi store.
ACS layout store. So vegetables have come from various farmers.
So this will also go to the stores now.
This also goes to the stores.
So there's some dill
Most likely from Krishnappa's farm.
from Krishnappa's farm.
That's from my farm.
The lemons,
Yeah, palak is also from my farm.
spinach,
That's definitely from different farmer. Chilies.
chilies.
This tanker has come with desi cow's milk. The milk comes from villages surrounding Nagravale and Kabini.
That's a big tanker. How many liters of milk come in every day?
So 6 to 7,000 liters come
6 to 7,000 liters every day.
every day.
That's the amount of milk that you process here.
Yeah, 40% of our revenue comes from dairy.
Really?
So we have a very unique products which you will be seeing when you go inside.
Well, the tuppa we've already tasted, and so also the butter. I can definitely smell the milk. You know that you've come into a milk production area. Sweetness of the milk.
Yeah. So this is our dairy. We do only with A2 milk, which comes from a desi cow. These are our products. So we have, this is a regular ghee.
Okay.
This is something which we have started new, mixed with betel leaf.
Betel leaf.
That's the formula in Mandya they used to call curry leaf and turmeric. That's why we call it mixed with herbs.
So that's your regular ghee.
Regular ghee.
A teaspoon of ghee a day keeps the doctor away.
That's the regular ghee. Okay. This is a ghee mixed with herbs. It has curry leaves, betel leaves, methi seeds.
Curry leaf, betel leaf and methi seeds.
Yes. That's the formula what our grandmothers used. People like this.
So that ghee is very clean tasting. You can of course taste the butteriness of that. But out here in the afternote, there's a bit of the whiff of the curry leaf that I'm tasting in there somewhere.
Betel.
A slight bit of sharpness on my throat. I think the methi I'm tasting in the vapor.
This is
Fresh spoon for a fresh bottle of ghee.
garlic ghee, infused with garlic.
Garlic is ಪರಿಮಳವೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಇದು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು. Beautiful it is. So we did a sample. People loved it so much that they said we want.
The garlic is not overpowering
No, it's
in the
not.
least.
If you add it more, you cannot eat it. It should be in the right quantity.
Very interesting. I've never tasted masala ghee with the curry leaf, mente
Betel leaves.
and the betel leaf before. Neither have I tasted a garlic ghee.
This is one of our killer products.
Paneer.
High protein paneer.
Huh.
That's about 56 grams of protein.
In 200 grams.
Yeah. We don't use citric acid or acetic acid. It's only curd and milk is used. You can taste the samples here.
Oh, so this is the high protein paneer.
Yeah.
It's certainly a lot denser.
Because fat content is lesser in it. Protein is more.
So this is more grainy.
Yeah, because fat is reduced in this. This is malai paneer, regular one. We don't use acetic acid or citric acid. So this one will be it's very soft, made out of curd only.
Here I'm also tasting a slight residual sweetness in the malai paneer
Malai paneer because of the fat.
because of the fat. The sugars in the fat.
Yes. And you tasted this. This is our butter.
This is the benne.
Benne. Sold as butter balls.
As butter balls.
This butter is melted and made as ghee. Cheapest ghee what you see in the market. They take out the fat from the milk and that fat is melted and ghee is made.
Correct.
We don't do that. We take the milk, make it into curd, churn it and make it into butter. And this butter gets melted and
Okay.
so then we have our curds.
Correct. We tasted this already.
This is something which we made for kids tiffin carrier and office goers. So what happens is curd, everyone likes curds. But when they take it in a box, it gets curdled. Or it becomes sour or this thing. So this will remain intact.
So this is also A2 milk.
A2 milk. We do, other than A2 milk, we don't do any other milk. So the butter I showed you, right? That butter is being melted into ghee.
Oh. So how much butter would be there in this?
35 kg.
So 35 kilos in the ಎಷ್ಟು ghee ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
So around 30 kg.
30 kg. So to make 35 kilos of butter, ಎಷ್ಟು milk ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ?
Around per liter of ghee, it requires around 24 to 25 liter of milk.
Process, it requires a lot of milk.
So how much is your ghee priced at?
Close to 2,000 rupees.
A kilo.
A kilo.
And how much would a regular?
700, 800. If we follow the same process what others follow, we can sell it at 700 also. That's not ghee. This is called ghee. This is what our grandmothers called it as ghee.
So this certainly is not that ghee that they squirt out of those pouches to make that dosa.
No, no. If they use this ghee, then they have to sell dosas at 300 rupees.
300 rupees. But this is the purest form of ghee.
This is the actual ghee.
So 25 liters of milk goes into making the butter.
Making of curd.
Making of curd.
That curd is converted to a butter.
That curd converts to butter. That butter converts to ghee. So 25 liters of milk ಎಷ್ಟು curd ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
25 liter.
25 liters of curd. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿಂದ butter ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
Around 1.2 kg butter.
25 liters ಇಂದ 1.2 kilo of butter. So ಅದರಿಂದ 1 kilo ghee ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
So ಅಂದ್ರೆ 700 liters of milk
Yeah, 700 liters of milk,
has gone into producing this.
this much.
My goodness.
Ghee is done.
Okay.
It's kept for cooling. See, it has to be carefully done. Slight temperature variation, the entire batch is gone.
So everything is done small batches. Really.
Small batches. So this is our milk packing machine.
So the milk is pasteurized.
Pasteurized. Milk is preheated to 72 degree,
Okay.
then cooled off. So that's called pasteurization. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹಾಲು ಕಾಯಿಸ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಪಾಶ್ಚರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಸೊ ಜನ ಎದುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪಾಶ್ಚರೈಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಡ್.
So it's boiled.
ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಡ್ 72 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
So now the high protein paneer production is going on.
Okay.
So where we will heat the milk up to 90-degree temperature, and then at that time we will be adding the curd as a culture to coagulate the milk. 500 liter of milk is already in. For that around 40 to 45 liter of curd we will be adding it. Then the paneer particles will be, the whey and paneer will be separated at that time.
The solid particles ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
We will remove the whey and we will take the solid and press it in the presser. So this is the coagulated paneer. This paneer will be pressed to a block and this will be going to a cutting.
So it kind of drains it further.
Yes, if we contain more whey, the paneer will get spoiled easily.
That is then floated in that bath to cool it down.
To cool it down.
So that's a paneer
Yeah,
block.
so that coagulated paneer we will be pressing it in the presser and we will be cooling it here. After this we will be making it to pieces of like net quantity of 200 gram pieces.
So this paneer goes to your store today itself.
No, next day.
Next day.
It needs further cooling in the freezer.
Okay. So you cool it down and then it
And
goes
then
to
next
the...
day it will go.
The best place I love in the entire warehouse.
The best place in all of Mandya, or the coolest place in all of Mandya.
Coolest place in all of Mandya. These are the produce which is going to our stores.
So this milk is from today.
This from today.
And the milk already goes to the store.
Milk goes to the stores and we have a subscription app also.
Okay.
People can subscribe to our milk in Bangalore and Mysuru.
So they will get this tomorrow morning.
They'll get this tomorrow morning.
Oh, and what is the shelf life of milk?
2 days.
2 days. Wonderful. So all the milk and there's some paneer going out from here as well.
Paneer, curds, malai paneer.
So from here all the products go to the store.
Yes.
right? So that store, in a manner of speaking, completes the loop. We've looked at the organic farm, we've looked at the farmers' farms, we've looked at the processing unit where all the grain, all the produce comes in and gets transformed before it goes to the store. So I think it's only fitting that the next stop in this video should be at the Organic Mandya store. Let's go. So this is where it began.
Yeah, this is our first store. It was earlier located in the old highway.
Okay.
After the new highway came, we relocated here.
Okay.
So this is where all the action began.
So how did the stores come into being? Because that wasn't part of the plan originally.
So it was not part of the plan.
Ah.
So we started training farmers. We started conducting workshops. Farmers started growing. We started packing. So then I went to the retailers in Bangalore to place the products. They said, we don't know what is organic. Nobody knows. And they said it will not sell. Then it was a big challenge. Back then, people did not know what is organic. So that's when we came up with, let's start our own store.
So this was born as a necessity to sell the products
Yes.
that you had convinced farmers to produce.
Yes. So otherwise the cycle will not complete, right?
So the first store came into existence when?
So we started this movement in 2014. We started with a cooperative society.
Okay.
Then farmers started growing. So that's when we immediately we had to open a store to sell the produce.
To sell the produce. So that's why farmers market.
Yeah, that's why we call it as farmers market.
So this is where it all began.
Yes. So this is a full store,
Okay.
but we don't do fruits and vegetables here because travelers, they don't buy fruits and vegetables.
So it's dry produce.
Dry produce. We have tied up with a desi gosala.
Oh, agarbatti.
We make it from cow dung.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not just things that you can eat, but it's also things like agarbattis,
Yeah.
incense sticks.
Agarbattis, there are so many things that we make. We get it done from the farming community.
So Iga, today how many stores do you have?
So right now on this highway, we have 2 stores, one here, one on the other side.
Okay.
Rest of them are in Bangalore, 16 stores in Bangalore,
Okay.
and 2 are in Hyderabad. Recently we started in Hyderabad too.
So you have 20 stores in all.
20 stores right now.
So the stores that you have in Bengaluru are much bigger than this.
Yeah, our Whitefield store has even a baking unit
Oh, really?
and a cafe too.
Oh,
So
okay.
the live baking happens. I think we should go there to see the full-scale operations of Organic Mandya.
Okay. And why did you do a live baking and cafe? What was the idea?
People tell it's organic, but sometimes it's very difficult. So that's why we said, let's do our own cafe. Anyway, we have that produce. We had that expertise. So let's do it live in front of the customers. Customers can see what's happening, how they are baking it.
Wonderful.
So that's how we started this cafe.
Wonderful. So in that way, you're truly coming farm to table.
Farm to table. So there we have a lot of, cafe has a lot of dishes like your burgers, subs, pasta, salad. It's a upscale this thing. Why our farmers produce should only go to for chitrana, masrana. We want to do more value addition. So we thought of bringing premiumness into our farmers produce.
Oh, fantastic. I think next it's time to head to Bengaluru, more specifically to the Whitefield unit of Organic Mandya to take a deeper look at the store and also watch the transformation of the organic produce into the bread and also all the delicacies, all the preparations that are sold at the Organic Mandya Cafe. Let's go. So this is your bakery.
Yeah, this is our baking unit. It's live. Every ingredient is picked up from the shelf. Everything, ghee, butter, everything comes from this store. So anybody can see our process.
Nice. So what breads do you bake here?
So we make multigrain bread, whole wheat bread, burger buns, baguette. We make a croissant, muffin. So this is a dough which we are making it for our whole wheat breads.
Okay.
So jaggery is there, ghee is there, and cow butter is there. Now we are adding pink rock salt,
Oh, Himalayan salt.
Himalayan salt.
Oh.
organic salad made with feta cheese, in-house made feta cheese. Sir, this is our paneer tikka pizza, high protein paneer. Red, yellow capsicums are also 100% organic. This mozzarella is our company product, sir.
Nothing like a tasty looking meal on the table, and especially when you know all of it, every single ingredient that's gone into it is organic, is good for you. Allah?
Absolutely, and the taste is even more better.
Fantastic. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page, and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating.